When it comes to returning to school safely, experts say transportation and how schools go about it can make a big difference. So how safe is it for your children to take the school bus this year? Reporter Rudolph Snyder answers that and more on today's edition of the Rebound Heartland, Safely Back to School.
As school districts across the metro prepare for reopening, they've had to thoroughly think out exactly how the school bus systems will work. If not carefully planned out, buses could be dangerous for transmission.
We're talking about having, probably 20 or more people in a confined space that's a bus that's poorly ventilated, and this is a risk factor for higher rates of transmission.
To reduce that risk, school districts like Omaha Public Schools have put in place interventions like requiring masks and having only one child sit per seat.
We are routing business as usual, but because of the 3-2 model, it will be less students on the bus each day, but we will go to every stop as we normally would.
Having less students on buses is key. Fully loaded with kids, most school buses fit around 77 students, but cramming this amount of people into a confined space would be the perfect scenario for COVID-19 to spread. So the CDC is advising to have only one student per bench, taking some bus capacities to as low as 12 students per bus, meaning schools would have to increase the number of trips the buses take or get more buses.
We've added a few buses just to bring down the number, but with being in a hybrid phase and with the number of students that are doing our virtual academy, we will be at far less than half capacity.
Council Bluffs Public Schools will follow a similar model to OPS, except they start a few weeks after OPS and can see what works and what doesn't. But when students get onto the buses, they'll see a similar thing: spaced out seating, social distancing, and open windows. That's why both Council Bluffs and Omaha Public Schools will keep windows cracked, generating fresh air. So it should be as safe, if not more safe, than traveling on a plane.
Opening the window might help. You also are generally not on the bus for 3 hours. And there is probably a cumulative exposure to reach the amount of virus you need to actually infect yourself.
But parents should still monitor their kids for symptoms before getting them on the bus to protect themselves and those around them. Reporting in Omaha, Rudolph Snyder, 3 News Now.
Omaha Public Schools are requiring masks on buses. Council Bluffs Public Schools are expecting everyone to wear a mask as well. OPS will hold a school board meeting this upcoming Monday.